but I'll be focusing on sentiment analysis and we provided. Okay. We're having another operator with me. She's going to discuss the initial slides of the presentation. Sadia, can you please come? So Sadia will start the presentation and later on I'll discuss the poll and so the talk. Please.
I'm a scholar at Islamabad and lecturer at private institutes. Okay, our topic is sentiment. First of all, I would like to have some briefing what is sentiment analysis. What are sentiments? Feelings, emotions, feelings. So what do you think? What will be in sentiment analysis? Part of this, whether the product is like whether audience or not, some okay. Do you have any experience of analyzing sentiments in your life? Yes, I think yes. All of us are always in our daily life, although we are not using them through software or computational perspective, but continuously we are analyzing sentiments in our offline. Do you not?
So I think that the qualitative part will be assessed with the help.
The whole qualitative and quantitative according to Fox Online Learning, sentiment intentionally identified and categorized opinions expressed in a piece of text, especially to determine whether the writer's attitude towards a particular topic project is positive or negative. So basically, in sentiment analysis, we deal with positivity or negativity. There are many types of sentiment analysis. This is a broader term. We can say umbrella term, in which there are another definition. It's umbrella term. It's ambiguous. Different approaches and applications are there, and but Monto et al. Define it perfectly. The task of detecting, extracting, and classifying opinions, sentiments, and attitudes concerning different topics as expressed in textual input. So basically, we are dealing with textual data. Okay, according to you, why to analyze sentiments? What will be the benefits?
We'll get to know the opinions of the audience, whether it was a good product or not. For example, when we go to the last, we see the comments of the people, what was written in the comment section, so we get to know we have
like opinion mining, which we came to know of opinions of others. That is opinion mining. But sentiment analysis is important in a way because it can divert your attention from less important to more important or otherwise. For example, do you remember a picture of little boy on a seashore? Is it illegal for any country to ban others to enter in their territory? No. But the sentiments developed due to that picture changed the scenario. It became a negative thing. So sentiments are important because they can change the discourse. They can change it, they can divert it from less important to more critical. Sentiment analysis can help you understand how people feel about a specific issue. Remove your when we analyze sentiments manually, we may be biased and we may make some errors. Sentiment can be, but when we are using computational things or software, then we will have a huge number of data. And consistently analyzing the text can make it perfect. Sentiments can be highly subjective. For example, if I am opposing some terrorist attack, then it will be positive from my perspective and normal, but that will be a negative thing in terms of terrorists. So it is highly subjective who you are, from which side you are. For example, if I am in the favor of Palestine, it means I am from towards their side, but my text in that context will be a negative thing for Israel or favoring the Israel. And the sentiment analysis help us make sense of huge quantities and unstructured text. If we have thousands of tweets or text, then sentiment analysis can help us to make sense of that huge data or sensitive format. And there are different ways, or basically two ways of doing sentiment analysis. One is manual and other is AI. Manual is you can just read a text and then analyze either it is positive or negative, either it is showing anger, fear, sadness, or whatever. Then AI based means when we use some software, some coding, then that will be called AI based analysis. Then if we can analyze a text or data through manual analysis, then why to use AI based? What is the purpose of using software or coding that we are not good at? Why to use? What's and cover the large, huge. Okay. I'll quote Jones in here in that perspective. He said that the language looks rather different when you look at a lot of things at once. Then it makes sense. For example, if I'm analyzing just one tweet, then it will be not that much beneficial for me. For example, I analyze the sentiments or of Imran Khan in his tweets, and if I just analyze one tweet and declare that he is blunt or he is positive or he is not negative, then it will not make sense. But if I analyze thousands of his tweets, then it makes some sense and it will develop some themes of manual message is very time consuming. We can analyze huge data or we can say corpus at a time using software or that is the okay, sentiment analysis that AI based sentiment
पॉलिटिक्स से छुट्टी पे हूँ तो जो फॉर्म आप कह रहे हैं ना वो आप मुझे व्हाट्सएप कर दीजिए मैं उसका प्रिंट लेके भेज देती हूँ अपना साइन करके एकदम से फिर वो साइन करवा लेंगे ऑनलाइन क्लास हो रही है मैं कुछ बोलूँ तो नहीं तो इस वक्त मैं बात नहीं कर सकती तो फॉर्म आप भिजवा दीजिए मैं उसका प्रिंट लेके साइन करके
को भी म्यूट कर दे
mute your mic. Sentiment analysis AI based software through software is divided into clarity mining, opinion mining, and emotional analysis. What do we mean by polarity mining? Polarity mining is positive or negative. For example, if something is saying he's a good boy, it will be positive. He's a bad girl, negative. So positive or negative is polarity mining. That we basically deals in sentiment analysis. If there is the word sentiment analysis, most of the work on sentiment analysis is deals with polarity mining, positivity or negative. Then comes opinion mining. Opinion mining is, for example, you have a brand and the reviews of that brand will be opinion mining. You are checking either our product is successful or not. So that is called opinion mining. Emotional analysis is when we further dig deep and in detail analysis will be emotion analysis in which we analyze either the person is expressing emotion of happiness, sadness, or anger, or that will be emotion analysis. These are the details. Same. Okay, then comes strategies for sentiment analysis. Basically, there are three levels of analysis. If I talk about the levels of sentiment analysis, we can analyze a text at three levels. First one is lexicon based. For example, if I set a word not, either it is positive or not, or negative not. The word not. Is it positive or negative? Yes. The word yes. The word good. Clearly, they state either they are positive or negative. So that is lexicon based. Analyzing sentiments at lexicon level. That comes sentence level. For example, there is a sentence, he is a good boy. is not a good word. Is it positive or negative? He is not a good word. Negative. Negative. She is not a bad girl. Positive. So that to your sentence level sentiment analysis. Then comes text document level sentiment analysis. For example, you receive an email from somewhere, and there will be many positive or negative sentences, but collectively, either it is beneficial for you, is it in your favor or not? That will be your document level sentiment analysis. Then strategy. Strategies for sentiment analysis are lexicon based sentiment. Machine deals with the lexicon based analysis. It checks the words, either it is positive or negative, and they are certain. Then comes the machine learning based approach. The machine learning based approach use label data. In that we require the label data. You have to analyze a data, or you can take it from previous research studies that but you need label data, and the accuracy depends on the accuracy of label data, the algorithm you use, and the number of documents labeled. For example, if I just put one document of 1,000 maybe words or sentences, then that will be not make a software train the machine. In other sense, we can say that train and machine and analyze
स्टूडेंट्स कॉलेज सबके लिए होगा फैकल्टी मेंबर सबके लिए
हम पे करना अनाउंस भी कर देंगे सारी अपनी माइक्रो ऑल भी प्लीज कीप योरसेल्फ सुनीता सर और भी है कोई
The chief courses used in sentiment analysis include name wise and score vector machine when we are using machine learning based. Then comes the advanced level, that is deep learning based sentiment analysis. That totally deals with coding and that algorithms, that kind of thing. Recently, a deep learning based model used sentiment classification algorithms, including convolution neural networks, abbreviation is CNNs, or recurrent neural network. And they demonstrated excellent performance and significantly outperformed other sentiment classification model that we discussed earlier. One was lexicon based, other was machine learning. Okay, available tools for sentiment analysis. The most important one is natural language processing (NLP), and in that we use Python. That is basically for computer experts. We are not good at it, so we need some already built-in software, for example, orange software that we will discuss in this session. And there are long list of online available tools, but most of them are paid versions. So today we'll discuss about orange software that is freely available and easy to use. We do not have any need to learn any coding, and that will be discussed by Dr. Thank you.
These to the screen. Now it's just gonna help find it, right?
Yeah, we can have your problem.
It's come back and teach it. Okay, guys. So I just have a I just have a simple question. How do we do? How will we conduct manual analysis of analysis?
That's my understanding. It is relevant to this course analysis, content analysis.
Thematic analysis.
Analysis.
Themes usually generate. Themes usually generate with the syntax. For example, themes will have to have something, and you have to know this thing. Thematic analysis usually help you. Analysis usually help you to have those themes. How does corpuslinguistics help you to have conduct a thematic analysis?
And we will integrate theme.
None of the best software helps you to have themes. If you want to treat themes through corpuslinguistics softwares, how where you conduct thematic analysis using corpus-based for controlling blank spots and corpus sketching them. You know thematic analysis.
Give them the frequency.
You know thematic analysis. You have to read it. Come on. If you know.
Brown cloud math.
Yeah.
If I could.
There are certain steps.
There are 6 or like from coding to
Guys, yeah. That's what coding and things. Guys, look. If you do not know thematic analysis, only a software usually gives you things in quantity. What should you do with that? What should you do keywords list or word list? What will you do with that? You have to understand this. What will you do with keywords and word lists? How would that answer your questions? Well, that can answer you what are the frequent definite linguistic choices and blah blah blah. Okay, you can have answers on it. How about how? Why? You know? Are you going to solve this?
That's why we are here.
Yeah. That's why I'm here. I'm going to tell you. Okay, your theoretical framework will usually help you. Okay, if you have the word lists, keyword lists there are a lot of theoretical frameworks from that you can apply SFL. You can apply, let's say, if you're a student of literature, you're analyzing a literary piece or a novel, so you can take help from teaching from model. Okay, Google is having. Yeah, so if you have then thematic analysis, what we do, we usually check help of codes to generate themes. So we are going to get these codes in from a software. Definitely, your word list and keyword lists are your codes. And from those codes, you can generate, and you can categorize those systems. That's what we're discussing. All the semantic capacities. So all those codes or those engrams can have the themes. You can create themes out of those codes. You have to know this. I'm talking to the students if you are going to write your thesis later on. So if you want to base your analysis on the software, okay, the best was to use, for example, Corpus system, critical discourse analysis, and I call it KEPA. KEPA approach. Corpus system, critical discourse analysis. You can have things from software. You apply theory from critical discourse analysis. You can have the themes, you can have the beyond the sentence meaning from there. There are some softwares that can help you to retrieve metaphors from the text. But the software that we usually know, they do not give us any metaphors. Okay. So that is why I usually, my students should know that how will they use softwares or their data analysis. Because if you are just retrieving word lists and keyword lists, that won't help. So what could you do with that? If you can't make themes out of it. Okay? So this is one of the types of retrieving sentiments manually from the text. If you use content analysis or thematic analysis, if you use linear thought model, or maybe if you use SQL, systemic functional linguistics by Analysing. Okay, so I got this idea when I was doing my postdoc, right? And Norway, and Professor Yasser Nandi, he told me that why don't you conduct? He was from Iran, so he had that attachment with the incident happened in Iran that time. You know, Masami's incident. Okay, allegedly by the morality police in Iran. So, what I did, I got this idea there, and I learned the software there and discussed it with some of the computer scientists there. So we write a corpus of tweets, okay, and then we came up with this. The chapter is published now. You can purchase it; it's for free. Okay. And it's available online. Okay. So hijab control, so it was best for sentiment analysis must have made it tweaks. Okay. Now, I use orange software for sentiment retrieval. Previously, I was using
not clear to online participants.
Am I not audible to you?
No, sir, the voice is very low.
We cannot hear you properly.
Okay, guys. So I'm sorry, man.
If you could stand under this mic.
Yeah.
The
So I have just checked to publish, guys. If you want to read more about how will you do sentiment analysis, you can read this chapter, and you will get a good idea from here. Okay, it is one of the rare studies on tweets or tweeters, or sorry, X discourse. So I have this chapter is published now. It's recently published in 2024. And the link is here also. If you want, I can share the link.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I use Orange software for sentiment retrieval, but you have to know one thing, guys. Do you know how does it work? How machines or how let's say softwares retrieve sentiment? What is the base? A human is going to train the machine, and then it will retrieve the sentiment. Yeah, he has to level it. He has to fill. Yeah, he has to program the software that not as a negative word and yes, positive word. So a human is going to train the software. The human has to be very honest. If he labels not as positive and yes is negative, then what will happen? There will be a miss. Okay. So yeah, when we were discussing biasness in manual analysis, if somebody is dishonest, he can train the software in other way. Okay, so the software should be trained first properly, and then you will have the proper sentiments from there. Okay, honest sentiments. Yes, please.
Sir, can software be trained to recognize irony, for example?
Definitely, there are some. For example, Max Coda. You can use Max Coda for retrieval of LIWC. There is another software you can use for retrieval of sentiments and even metaphors there. But it's paid. You have to pay for that. Yeah. Okay, so there are different methods through which we can retrieve sentiments. For example, Who, multilingual sentiment lexicon, SentiArt, Lila, a lot of different studies they have. They are the names of different projects. Okay, who train these softwares and then have introduced their sentiments into the software. So these are different methods that we use. So this one, the first one is usually at best. It's usually when you use this method for sentiment retrieval, it will give you an overall sentiment. Okay, let me show you this here. No, sorry. Okay, it's on it. I'll show you. Yeah. And another is weather. Okay, so differentiate the sentiments in positive and negative, and compound. I'll show you. So when we start analyzing the corpus, there are different methods. I'll be showing you later on, so you will then know how does it work. Okay, so some will give you us, for example, the first one, the Liho will give you sentiments in bunch. Okay, overall sentiment of a tweet. This one will categorize them in positive and sentiment, positive and negative, and compound. Okay, neutral and compound. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Orange software. So if you have already installed the software, I'll recommend you to install it now, because later on when you're going to install it, it will take a huge time. Okay. It should be installed during the break or now. It should be, if you haven't installed it, online applicants, because we have already installed it here in our lab. So if you haven't installed it, then do it, please. Have you shared them my slides with them in PDF?
Orange software after that. Yes.
Yeah, just open it so you can see. Now you can see the dashboard here. You must have this thing there, text mining. This one, text mining. You must see the text mining feature there, or this widget there. It must be there. Okay. If it's not there, then go to Adds On option, Adds On, and install Textable and Text. Then it will work. If you do not see this text mining there,
It's a short-term copy there. That's right.
it should be there. Okay. So this is the dashboard.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, from where we will get this option text mining, because I am having only the file like CSV datasets options only.
These are the major categories: data, transform, visualize, model, and inside you have a lot of different other features. But you should have this text mining. If you do not have, then go to options. Do you see the option above there?
Yes, yes.
Go to option
Adds on.
and click on
Yeah.
yeah, there will be a
These.
have you got something?
Adds on is reflecting multiple other categories as well. So
Yes.
only I have to
Yeah, and you are going to click text and textable, just text and textable, and then install them. Or okay, click OK. Text and textable, just text and textable. Do not select the rest of the things because it will take a huge time there. Just select text and textable, and you have to wait. Okay.
You may please carry on, yes.
Okay, so if you see the corpus and text mining, do you see the corpus widget in the text mining? Okay. So from here, we will upload our corpus. It will help us to upload our corpus. Later on, when we're using the practice, and I'll show you how to do that. So from here, we will upload the corpus. So, ma'am, do they have that data analysis file? The link that I shared in the PDF.
No, they haven't downloaded.
Yeah, we have to download that.
Okay, we'll do it.
Yeah, if you can share the link with them.
Yes, I'm uploading it in here.
Yeah. So there is a link given. Ma'am will share the PDF with you. There is a link given. From there you can download the data. Okay. But there is also a lot of data inside it. But I have shown. I have, just included some tweets there because maybe some of your internet may not be that. G?
What was the name of the file?
Data analysis, I think. Analysis for the.
One is election tweet.
No, these are these.
Some different.
Yeah, we can use them too, no problem. We can use them too. But I have another file that is a bit smaller. Because if you have huge data, it will take a lot of time, and we do not have that much time.
Can you copy and paste? Can you take it from the net?
No, guys, this you people have to know that. Okay, the Orange software only accepts data in CSV or Microsoft Excel spreadsheets. You cannot upload data in plain text. Because if you do that, then sentiment analysis won't work. Okay, so we will have to upload the data in CSV. And if you convert the plain text file into CSV, then it won't work like that. My focus is usually on sentiment analysis of X discourse. X means Twitter, guys, okay? Twitter's discourse. So yeah, in order to retrieve each and every sentiment perfectly, then we'll have to use a CSV format. Okay, and I have some data with me, so we will use that one. So this widget will help you to upload your data. Okay.
So how
Yeah. So I have to answer this question. This is an interesting question.
To the press data, like as you said, so probably, but what happened on the screen, the two data icon has appeared, so I cannot delete it. Let us know.
Okay, guys. So in order to retrieve data, how will we collect data? That's the big question. So in Pakistan, X is banned. Okay. So even if you have the API key from Twitter, it won't work here in Pakistan. That is why I have given you a link to download the data from my Google Drive. So if someone else country to Twitter or X is not banned, then you can retrieve your Twitter API key, the tokens and barriers, and you can use that by using the Twitter widget. Yeah, this one. Do you see this sign? The sign with the bird?
Yes.
Now it's now resting in peace. Okay. It's not anymore. The bird is not there. It's now an X, but okay, still we have this thing on the software. So when you click this one, when you click this one, and you will have to. I'll show you later on. Through the software. So you can generate your own corpus from the Twitter if the Twitter is not banned. Somebody yesterday told me that we can use an API key. It won't work with an API. VPN. It won't work with VPN. Okay, because I have tried it. It wasn't working. So if even the Twitter is banned, then it won't work. Yeah, pre-processed text. Then it is one of the features widgets that helps you to refine your data. You can remove numbers. You can remove punctuation marks. Because if your data is not refined, then the sentiments all. Yes, please. Someone's talking. Nice. Okay. So the pre-processed text, we will have to pre-process our data or corpus. Whenever we are jumping into sentiment analysis, before that we have to pre-process our text in order to have a smooth sentiment from the software. Okay. Yeah, this is word clouds. Have you seen word clouds?
Yes.
And other softwares? So you can retrieve word clouds from here too. So when you do not pre-process the text, what happens? You can see a lot of numbers here, a lot of different irrelevant things, maybe dates or maybe hyperlinks. But when you pre-process the data, you won't see you won't see many numbers here. This corpus is not pre-processed. Guys, yes, please.
You define pre-processing.
Yeah, it's pre-processing.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That's simple term, pre-processing. Yeah. So it will make the data for you. Okay, it will remove all the the things that are not relevant here. For example, the commas and all the different sort of things. Okay. So when you do not pre-process the text, you will have this sort of word cloud. But when you pre-process the text, you will have a refined form of word cloud. Okay.
Is this option on your process not big? So we can pre-process faster.
Yes, pre-process.
There is an option text mining. Under text mining, there is an option.
Okay, so the data table widget actually it helps us to visualize the data. Okay, visualize the text. So it is the only way to visualize your text, your data. Once you apply a filter or once you apply a feature, after that, if you want to see what happened to the data, you will have to use this data table. Okay, so data table will help you to visualize your text, everything that happened to the text. You can visualize the text through the data table. Let's analyze how to do that. Yeah, sentiment analysis, you will see this sort of thing. 2 masks. Okay, so this widget will help you to retrieve sentiments from your data. Okay, sentiment analysis. You will see this thing. This is the main thing we will be focusing on. That's one.
You told us that we need to pre-process the data, we need to delete the punctuations.
Yep.
And it will be
It won't make any issue for you if you have punctuations there, but sometimes it will, overlap with.
because they were not told about earlier while using the end comma calculate. So is it needed only for sentiment analysis? Are we meaning was the meaning?
Data cleaning must be there, even if you are using.
Line spacing and other things. But for punctuation, you will definitely need to focus on each and every line.
Look, if you are using a MATLAB for retrieving plots, zip plots, and loop plots, if you are going to retrieve sentiments through Python and MATLAB, you have to do this.
How do you convert your text data into CSV file?
Yeah, if you do that, I have tried it. If you do that, don't be like, the one that you have in natural form, even the one that you retrieve from the software, or there is a website online, Kaggle, Kaggle. Write it down. You go there, you will find a lot of different data sets there. You can easily download them through your Google account, Kaggle.
So if you do all the punctuations,
You just need to pre-process the text. That's one. You do not need to remove anything.
So if my unit of analysis is speech, let's say I have 100 speeches, so will each speech constitute one line in the CSV itself? Is there a limit?
So you can manually create CSVs, but what should you do? You have to manually copy each text and then each bracket, in each box. You will have to fill each box with that text, then another text, then another text. Manually.
And manually remove punctuation marks and
you can remove the extra spaces, okay, and then the software will take care of everything. Yeah, you can. But if you are analyzing sentiments through MATLAB and Python, because I have worked with MATLAB, okay. So if you are analyzing data through MATLAB or Python, you will have to manually remove everything before uploading it to the programming language Python or MATLAB. I did it with some Supreme Court decisions when I was retrieving sentiments for that discourse. So what I did, I had to remove everything manually. There are some rulers you can remove them. It's easy, but it's time consuming. Yeah. So the methods that I was discussing previously. Okay, this is one of when you click on the sentiment analysis. When we will be doing this later on, you will get a toolbox. Okay, and from there you can change the methods from Lihu to Radar to Sentiart and different other methods. So when you retrieve sentiment through Lihu method, you will have sentiments as a whole. for each tweet. For example, -27 means it's highly negative. Okay, -15 mean okay, it's negative, but not more than this one. Okay, so 0 mean neutral. It's not.
This is outside of orange. Then
Just within one. Okay, it is with also electronics. Okay, when you apply the better method of retrieving sentiments, you'll have positive, negative, neutral, and compound. You'll have neutral sentiments here. You'll have positive, negative, and compound. Both. Okay. When you change it to Sadia, then you will have anger. It further categorizes the sentiments into more emotions. Previously, we had a oral sentiment, then we had positive, negative, neutral, and then those positive, negative, and neutral will further divided into fear, anger, sadness. Okay, so you have more categories here. And it will, the thing is same. You can see the architecture, it is the same. For example, if you go back, you will see the architecture is the same. Focus here. Architecture is, we will do just double click on the sentiment, and then we will have different sort of movies. Yeah, but if you want to save the data, so there is an option, save data, and you can save it on your desktop. Yeah, tweet profiling. Now, this is interesting. Okay, my focus will be here on tweet profiling. So, tweet profiling is one of the widgets in an Orange software that helps you to that uses actually 3 different filters, or let's say filters that are inspired from some psychologists, their theories, and this feature, this tweet profiling feature, uses it's up to you to choose one of these 3 filters: Ekman, Plutchik, and POMS, profile of mood states. These are 3 different filters that you can apply to your data, and it will visualize the emotions in these sort of images. Okay, once you apply the tweet profile, then in order to see what happened to your data, you will have to use another feature called box plot. Okay, the box plot is this thing. Box plot will visualize your sentiments this way. This is the box plot. And these are the sentiments when I use the Ekman filter. Okay, later on I'll discuss who's Ekman. So when you double click here, you will have a toolbox. There you can change the filters: Ekman, Plutchik, or POMS. So these are the sentiments when I use Ekman filter on my data, and I receive these sort of things. Okay. Later on, okay. Now the question is, how will you see tweets that have joy? So once you click this, remove this here data table. So the data table will show you your selected tweets, and you will see the content there. Okay. Heat map. You can also visualize your data through heat maps. It actually clusters the emotions. Okay, there are different clusters here, you will see. So if you click one of the cluster and use the data table option, it will show you the selected tweets. Okay, the colors here, the dark colors shows a high ratio of emotions, okay, intense emotions, and what is the opposite of dark?
lighter.
Okay, the lighter color will show you less intense emotions.
Intense can be positive, can be negative.
Can be positive, negative. Yeah.
Blue color is indicating what? You will already have given it.
Everything is here. You will see sentiments, surprise, anger, disgust, fear, happiness, sadness. And when you open your selected chunk from the heat map through data table, it will show you.
You can change the colors as well. Like,
Yeah, you can change the colors from. Yeah, no, color has no significance here. You can change the color. I'll show you later on. You can even make a third black and white. Yeah, scatter plot actually categorize or visualize your data in this way on Y and X axis. So you can change the axes from here. You can select some emotions to highlight on the scatter plot. Okay. I know it's a bit boring. Everybody is sleeping. Yeah, it's not easy like sketching, length blocks. So it's not that much easy. You will need to practice a lot. I have spent a whole day. He has spent 3 years.
We've seen a lot of this movies as well once they're working on
Yeah, it is
the
interesting.
scientists and all that. So now we are doing that.
Yeah, I've spent a whole year during my postdoctorate learning such things and discussing it with people from different backgrounds. So even I used MATLAB for sentiment analysis. So yeah, it's interesting. But you have to be a software bug. If you are not, then forget about this. Okay. Yeah, so these are the theories from psychology. Yeah, so you may know them. All the time.
What do you want to ask?
No, I'm not asking.
So the basic theories, I guess, presented like introduction to psychology.
Yeah. So you may know these theories. They are actually all Ekman and Robert Lopchik. Yeah. These are all the theories from psychology, guys. Because the emotions are all related to psychology, for human. Sorry, our brain, a human brain. So all these emotions are related to human brain. And these softwares usually categorize texts, or let's say humans created discourse into different emotions. Okay. So these are the theories. If you want to read, you can read more about them.
To upload it instead of dragging it because it's there on my computer.
It's not there on your computer?
It is there.
I'm showing. Guys. मैंने कॉल नहीं बात don't speak, please. They are you are disturbing the online participants, please. I'm not asking, I'm not telling you, Sadia. You can talk. Okay. Okay, so double click.
On Corpus.
Yes. Double click. What did you get?
Input corpus and output corpus.
Do you have the same thing?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Title is there or not? Everything is in the right?
Just text is right.
So,
Okay, so just place title here and remove everything there. For example, if you have everything here, for example, if you have everything on the left side, just
You only have text option.
First of all, you need to select that file that Sadia
Oh.
has shared with you.
oh sorry. Okay, guys. Okay, upload the data. Browse. Click browse.
Browse and upload.
Go to your download. Upload your data. Sorry.
Just browse.
Yes, so now we have title.
Sir, excuse
Yeah.
me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, please can you ask the participants to be quiet because you are instructing, but we are not getting because of the background noise.
Okay, guys. No one will speak. Those are okay.
You people can raise your hands if you have any questions.
Yes, if you have any question, just raise your hand. We have. Okay, browse. and then search your data file.
No, got it.
Double click or click and open. So you will have this toolbox there. Just leave title here and remove everything to the right. Drag everything to the right.
Okay.
Even if you leave it here, there is no harm in that. If you leave everything on the left or right, there is no harm. But follow me, please. Title, leave title here. Okay. Even publication, there are a lot of descriptions and links. You do not need that. If you want to have the description there, you can just have the description here. No problem. But we do not need the links or hyperlinks. So remove them. Okay. Once you are done with this, just press this one. Yeah, cross. Now go to, okay, what you can do, sorry. Just press here. Do you see the cursor?
Yes.
Press here and drag. You can see
Yes.
a line.
Yes.
Can you do this?
Yeah.
Now leave it.
Yes.
Is it working or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir. The title. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Pre-process. Pre-process, right? If you see it, then click it. And just write pre-process into Google. Pre-process. P-R-O. Now it's here. It's here. Pre-process text. No. Again. Remove it, man. Okay, if you want to remove it, just click and press backspace. It will be vanish. Then your compass is not working. Yeah. No. Why do you have this thing there? Double click it. Select one.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, we need to write here pre-process or on pre-process text.
Pre-process text, guys. Pre-process text. Okay.
How we have to remove it now? I have just selected.
Just click and press backspace. Click and press backspace. It will be. Yeah. And you will learn magic tricks. Ma'am Asma, are you getting anything?
She's helping.
Yeah, okay. Okay, once pre-process is done, if you want to see how does pre-process text feature works, just double click and you will see transformation of lower cases. If everything is in lowercase, or let's say if everything is in uppercase, it will transform it into lower cases. Okay, because the software usually requires you to have your data in lower cases. Okay.
What does remove accents? What does it remove accents? The second
Localization.
Will it is?
remove इसके बाद वाला.
That's not that accent, something else. Okay. Everything is planned here. You do not need to check. Okay, is it numbers and the filtering? Are you going to filter it numbers, stop words? Yeah, you have to remove stop words. And if you want to remove numbers, you can remove numbers. If you do not want, you can leave the numbers. Okay, it's up to you.
Can you repeat it, please?
Yeah, so if you want to filter stop words, you just click stop words, and stop words won't be there anymore. If you want to remove, you're not going to remove lexicons, it should be there. If you want to remove numbers, you can remove. If you think there are some irrelevant numbers, page numbers, blah, blah things, you can remove. But if you think numbers are necessary, you can just click and numbers will be there. It won't be removed. Okay. Yeah. So this is fine. You do not need to. Yeah, but you just need to, in the transform option, you have to click press parse HTML and remove URLs. We do not need URLs there in our text, especially. Okay. Now remove it. Now here we will apply the sentiment analysis. So again, click, drag, write SENT. You will have the sentiment analysis feature. Click it, wait for some minutes. Yes, please.
Sir, actually, what about the window page?
कौन सा window?
Pre-processed text के बाद.
This one? Double click it. You will have it. Guys, which one? Fine. Are you getting? If there is any issue, please let me know. My students are usually, they are satisfied. You can ask my students who are sitting here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So double click the sentiment analysis, please. Do you see the toolbox? I was discussing Lehu, Vida, Sadia, Lilla, and custom dictionary for you. What is your name, sorry?
Yes.
Yeah, the custom dictionary is there. Okay, positive and negative, and then you can do things. So what I'll suggest you, if you just click the first one, Lehu, click it, and then cross it. Remove it. And here, let's drag again and press data table. Do you see data table?
Yes.
Everyone, do you see data table? Click data table. Guys, please do not talk. Now double click data table. Do you see this thing?
Yes.
Where is your text? It's here. Do you see the text? And you will see the sentiments there. So if the sentiment is in minus, it means it's negative. If it's 0, it means it's neutral. And when it's above 0, it's positive. Let's say 0.5, it means it's positive somehow. Neutral or positive, not negative. It means not negative. Yeah, neutral is also not negative. Okay. So here you will get the sentiments only. Overall sentiment of the text.
Higher the value, the negative value, the higher the negative sentiments are.
Yeah. And minus, everything is negative. And plus, they're positive.
Minus.
G. So you see, is it done, guys?
Yes.
No?
So sentiment analysis is quantitative.
Okay. If you're going to see the sentiments in numbers, it's quantitative. If you want to make sense out of this, that's qualitative.
Interpretation definitely.
Yeah, interpretation is qualitative.
But
even on the basis of these figure stats, you can infer, okay, something is positive, something is negative. Even here, I'll show you how to extract keywords from the data. And you will see the sentiments even in those negative and positive sentiments in those keywords. You will see the lines, red lines, and minus and plus things. Yes, please.
so can we say that this kind of research would be mixed method research? We are using the statistics for the debate.
Definitely, of course.
Because there's huge debate and discussion. Some people don't consider it as a quantitative study and they don't accept it as a mixed method. So as you have a research here, so I want your opinion.
My philosophy, guys, I have my own philosophy on research. The quantitative research won't give you any
figure.
It's of no mean. For example, if you ask someone, do you like pizza? And they say yes, Some says no. So what? If you do not ask why do you like or why don't you like pizza, how will you know the reason? It should be a mixed method approach.
Yes.
If you are a student of statistics, then that is fine.
And if secondly, if you are making a new software and you need to label the data, then you are labeling thousands of text or tweets, then it will be automatically become a subjective thing and it will not be quantitative. It will fall under the category of qualitative your approach.
Okay, guys, till data table, I think it's clear now.
Yes.
Now, if you want to save the data, how will you do it?
File save.
Right again, SAVE. Double click here, and you will see how maybe save this. You can go to your download option, name it here, for example.
Sir, sorry to interrupt.
G. Yes.
Sir, we online participants lost after pre-process text. Could you please repeat it from that point?
You are stuck there?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Go back. I'm going back, okay? Okay, once you pre-process your text, then click here, drag sentiment analysis. If you do not see sentiment analysis in the toolbox, then write it, please. Okay? Wait for some seconds and you will have the sentiment analysis. Okay, if you want to change the methods, there are different methods. Okay, we will start with the first one, new who, select it, and then cross it, go to data table. If you do not see the data table, write it there, you will find it. Press the data table, and then double click the data table and you will see the overall sentiment for each tweet. Can you please tell me what's going on in the comments box?
Yes,
I
yes.
do not have.
We completed.
Is it
Okay.
fine now? Is it fine
Yes.
now?
Yes, it is fine.
Okay, now guys, let's change the sentiment method. You wanted to ask any question?
No, that's okay. I think you will probably discuss how to make sense of this later on, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
We were on save data, sir.
G.
Save data. We were on save data.
Sir, what's the reason of, selecting the who, then close it or remove it?
Sorry?
Essentially we have to select view, then remove it.
No. Remove the just what should I use for this one? Close it.
All right.
Close it. There is no OK option here. Yeah, you have to press the red zone. Okay. Yeah, if you want to save the data, save this data table. Go to save data and double click and save as. Okay. Go to downloads and name it, for example. Well, it's up to you to name it. Yeah, it will be saved. There are different formats. Okay. If you want to save it, and for example, I want to save it in CSV. So select CSV because if you want to use it next time through this software, so you can comma separated value CSV and then save it. Go to your downloads and you will see it's here. Data table is here in my downloads. Done? Okay, now if we change the method from double click the sentiment analysis and let's change the method from leave who to whether, click it and close it. And now you do not need to change the data table, everything again. Just click the data table and everything is changed.
Can you please repeat?
Okay.
Widget of sentimentanalysis. We analyzed it using review. Now select the other option.
Which one should we select?
Second one, widget.
Guys, observe silence. Okay. They will have issues. Okay, double click the sentiment analysis. Previously we were here. Now if you press whether, now double click your data table again.
Okay.
You will see the sentiments are changed.
Yes.
You will have different positive, negative, neutral, compound things. Now if you want to save it, double click the save as, and now you can say whether and CSV and save. You are done, guys.
Not working.
Not working. Data table is not working for everyone.
Can you explain the compound?
Yeah, both.
Can you explain what's the meaning of like?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, as I save the data, there are two files which are going to be saved. One of them is CSV and one of them is a CSV metadata. So both will be saved.
I don't see any CSV metadata.
I am having it.
Yes, sir. We are also.
So should I share it in the chat box?
Yeah, you can, but I won't be able to see it.
So why this option is coming again? Just saved it.
This one?
Yeah.
You can close it. One second.
No, this one I did it.
Okay. Can I see the comment? Somebody has shared something.
I think it's to open it on the screen, sir. Is it okay if I change it for a while?
Sir, have a look at the chat box, please. I have shared that I am saving two files.
Best.
नहीं chats.
It puts you in a drowsy. Puts you in a drowsy zone.
Taiba Ishtiaq, is it you?
Tayyaba Tajammul. I have shared here actually screenshot, but I was not able to. I have shared the files in WhatsApp group by Bahriauniversity Summer School. If you can have a look from there, the files.
Okay, yeah. I'll see my mobile.
So you must not keep.
Yes, Tayyaba Saqib.
Okay, the one that I'm seeing here, it's from the Lee-Hu method. The first one.
Yes, sir.
So what's the issue here?
There are so many.
Sir, I'm just asking that when I saved this data table, it is automatically saving the metadata file as well. So both will be saved, or is there an issue? If you have a look. Another file is shared that is of metadata.
Yeah, if it is already saved, then you do not need to do that. But here I just see 0 tabby. Let's see. Can you open that metadata file in your computer?
Yes, I can open.
If you can open it and you can see the data there, then you do not need to save it.
Okay, fine. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's fine. You just need to save the data. It's up to you.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah, please.
Sir, can you explain the compound, please?
Yeah, the compound, I guess, it's gonna be. It must have both the sentiments, but the one that is dominant should value the compound. Should value the compound sentiment. For example, if you see the first one here, the positive is 0.49 and negative is 0.39. So the negative is more powerful. Okay, the negative is dominant here than the positive. What do you think?
Yes.
So one is 0.049 positive, and the negative is 0.39. You can see the bar. The negative bar is higher than the positive one.
Yes.
So yeah, the compound maybe the average maybe is 0.91, something like that. Okay. Our focus should be on positive, negative, and neutral. We have to categorize the tweets in positive and negative.
So among the options, drop-down options in sentiment analysis was an option about, was the option for multilingual.
If you have, for example, in tweets, we usually have tweets in different languages.
Including Urdu?
Urdu, Pashto.
That will work?
Yeah. I haven't tried, but it must work.
Not Urdu.
No, Urdu is working? Yeah, okay. Yeah, with Sketch Engine and Conk and a lot of different other softwares, Urdu works.
So not even Romanized Urdu, that one.
Maybe that will work.
That will not understand.
Yes.
But that will not understand the sentiments, definitely. Yeah.
We give 0.
We'll have to remove the data then. Yeah. Maybe for Spanish, French, that will work. Obviously,
Is there a way to encode it?
Actually, what I'm going to tell you, we have to train something. If you train it, if you label the data in Urdu, if you train the software in Urdu language, of course, it will work. But I know if somebody has
work with, say, for example, television talk show data where most of it is generally code mixed. So English, Urdu mixed. So
if the software is trained in English only, it will detect only English language. I don't detect any other.
Have you seen any software which can
sentiment for the sentiment? I'll suggest you to use LIWC.
Okay.
But we'll have to sketch in more. Okay, guys. So let's please change the method to weather now to Sadia. Just click the Sadia and close the dialog box. Go to your data table, and you will see now the sentiments are categorized further. Okay, the emotions. Do you see? Anger, fear, disgust, happiness, sadness, surprise. So in green. Sorry? How a software retrieves sentiments from the text. When I write something, the software doesn't know the intention of mine, the intention the software doesn't know. I have written something. So what I have in my mind, the software will never know. So what do you think? How does this software retrieve sentiments?
Only through the data that is
the linguistic context
that is there.
Yeah. Okay, the software is trained by, okay, and then it uses the linguistic context. From there, it retrieves sentiment for each word. Yes, please.
As we discussed earlier, there are levels of analyzing sentiment. First one was lexicon based. So this software totally depends on lexicon based analysis. If the word is not, it will just give you the negative sentiment, either the whole sentence is positive or in another way, which the words. We give you the result on the basis of lexical items used in that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Guys, is the screen visible to you?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay.
Sir, on our system, the gray lines are not visible.
You can have options here, color by instances, classes, blah, blah, blah. You have a lot of options there, guys. You have options on the left side. Just click all of them and you will have these sort of effects there. Okay? So we are done with the sentiment. Okay?
Excuse me, sir.
G, please.
Yes, sir. I just want to ask the question based on the previous discussion, as we were talking about the first extract of this data, that for the line number 1 is showing that words are having fear, disgust, happiness, and so on. And one of the member has also told that we have these sentiments based, as you also told, based on linguistic context. So when my question is, when I am going to interpret this analysis or writing it, so I will be talking about fear like 1.12 is like based on the frequency, that how many times the word is being, or the sentiments are being discussed, like fear, like 0.5 is disgust, like this.
Look, the values that are assigned to each sentiment and the text, it actually shows the intensity of the negativity and positivity assigned to each word or each tweet there. So when you are going to report this in your analysis section in your thesis, yeah, you can just, okay, you can compare tweets or maybe their emotions. For example, in one tweet you have this much fear, this much happiness, and the another one you have this much and this much. So yeah, the values can help you to compare your tweets.
Okay, sir, got it.
But it is not based on the frequency of words. It is not based on the frequency. It's based on the values or labels assigned to each word.
Right.
Sir, so beyond putting all of this analysis into tables and then assigning value to different sentiments which have been pre-selected for us. So in this case, 7 emotions, for instance. Beyond this, is there any additional layer of interpretation that this software can help us build?
Currently, we have these sort of things here. Okay, there are some predictions and testing scores too.
Sorry?
There are some prediction sort of things too, but that is not a point of my discussion this time.
Okay. So my
because for that you have to train things, you know.
So my question really was that in the report that we build on this, let's say a research paper that we write, you were addressing this last person by saying that we can compare values of different tweets, for instance. So other than that, what are the kinds of inferences that we can draw from this type of paper?
First of all, it should be decided by your research questions. Okay, but anyhow, you have these sentiments there. joy, happiness. For example, if I create a discourse, Twitter, X discourse about transgender issues in Pakistan, let's say the sectarian issues in Pakistan or the religious issues in Pakistan, and I get sentiments there. So I can say, okay, or it depends. For example, if you're not using the sentient, if you're using, for example, the matter, and you just say, okay, which sentiment is dominant, positive or negative? You can, okay, when I created a discourse on the, let's say, the social issues in Pakistan, for example, let's say transgender issues in Pakistan. So I got most of the tweets negative. Yeah. And then when you're discussing the negatives, then you can discuss some examples from there. We can have some examples from here. You can show the values, okay? The minus blah 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 blah. Yeah, it works. This is how it works. Look, as I told you, getting numerics from the software won't help. Minus blah plus blah what? You have to have those that understanding of things to make sense out of things and to make your own writing. But I have published this chapter. I don't know how will I get the free access to it. That is my chapter, but I do not have free access because the publisher wants to earn some money and they'll give me access. For the time being, I do not have access. So if you can use your own resources from your university, you can have $170. They are not giving me anything. I'm not advertising my chapter. They're not giving me anything. They just publish my chapter for free. That's fine. Okay, guys. So we are done with the sentiments. Now, if I want to retrieve the word cloud from the data, so just click here, drag, and press word cloud, and you will have the word cloud. That will work. Okay, you can control the tilt of the word cloud. For example, here, if you want to have a straight away word cloud with no tilt, you can change it. Here we have a question. Can you please open this in your mobile? From there, you can direct questions to me.
Sir, your voice has been too far.
Am I audible now?
Sir, you are audible now. Can you repeat what you said to control this word cloud?
Sorry, can you please repeat your question?
Sir, I was saying that you are audible, but your voice is coming from far away. I was just asking that you told right now how to control this word cloud. You were talking about such things. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, because guys, please observe silence. Okay, so I was discussing that you can control the tilt of the word cloud. There is an option, words tilt. If you press it, you can control the degree of the tilt. You can control the degree of the tilt.
And what it will show, sir? Tilt.
Nothing.
Okay, it's just a beauty.
Just a bit. That has nothing to do with the emotions. Sorry to
Sir,
participants.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, so now we will move towards the profiling, guys. Okay, so from this process text, we will take a line, and then we will press tweet TWEE. You will see that option tweet profiler. Just click it. Okay, take a line from the pre-processed text.
Okay.
And then write TWEET. You will see tweet profiler.
Yes.
What's the I have some issue. Okay, now it will take some time, guys. Please be patient. No. Is it working on your systems? No, sir. What does it say?
Yes, it's working, showing the cross signs.
Yeah, if you just leave your personal picture, our servers are not responding. What if we restart our software then?
Maybe because Twitter is not.
Let's restart it, guys. Restart your software. Let's see. मुझे लगता है टाइम ज्यादा गुजर गया ना इसलिए शायद काम नहीं हुआ.
Internet access is off.
Is it working internet? Okay, if you restart it, it will work, I guess. Try to restart it and it will work. Okay, the online participant, are you following my steps?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so pre-process text and then tweet profiler. Guys, are you working on it?
Yes, sir.
Is it still on that?
Time to start.
It could take some time. Mine one is still because my laptop is it's expensive. Is it working?
Yes.
Okay, this is a tweet profiler, another widget that helps you to visualize the emotions, okay, in different way. You will see now. Not working me. The class is there. Can you please restart your? Have you restarted? Not working still. Anyone else?
Because Twitter is banned, that's why.
No. It should work. On my laptop, it's working. Even I was trying it on another laptop yesterday. It was working. Is it working or not?
No.
Cross everywhere?
Yeah. First it loads, gives the percentage till 16%, then
Guys, what about you, online participants? What about you? Is it working on your system or not?
Sir, it is showing a cross sign above the tweet profiler.
no, again the code sign between
No, dialog box that won't work.
the probabilities.
No, ma'am. It should work. It should work. In my case, it is working.
It's not working.
If you want, I can just show you how is it working, and you can try home.
Yes.
What do you think?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So once you get the tweet profiler done, okay, then drag another line and say box plot. Wait for a while, and you will have the emotions in this one. Joy, here. This is Ekman's filter. Okay, this is Ekman's filter. So if you want to change the filter, you can move to upload check and then forms. Okay. Now, if you want to see, okay, this is just a visualized form. Now, if you want to see inside each of the emotion, now the tweets are categorized in joy, fear. So if I click the joy, if I just click the joy and close the window, or not close the window, just go here and then box plot. So you will see all the, sorry, not the box plot, data table. Now here you will see all the 101 tweets, and with the sentiment of joy is dominant. I'm gonna repeat, okay? Once you get the box plot, select one of the emotion, okay? And then go to box plot, data table. So you will see all the tweets in which the sentiment of fear is dominant. Select one, then go to data table. Okay. If you want to make a scatter plot, you can make a scatter plot from here, right? Let's see scatter plot. Wait, and you will see the scatter plot. Now this is just for the emotion of fear, but you can also change the scatter plot by selecting two. Press Control and also select, let's say, surprise, enjoy. And then again, look at your scatter plot. You will see emotions, 3 different emotions on the scatter plot. So if you want to see, okay, if you want to visualize, if you want to see these are these tweets, just select them all. Go to box plot. Sorry, data table. Okay. Are you confused?
We have to do it.
This is how box plot and tweet profiler works. Yes.
So it is showing cross on tweet profiler. It is not working.
What's not working? Tweet profiler is not working.
Yes, Emily.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's maybe because of the server is down, or maybe there is an issue with your internet, or maybe the system.
Maybe the software, because it's working on laptop.
Because in my laptop it is
But it
working.
is same with. But
yeah, maybe so. It may be because of
are not getting it.
It may be because of the internet. On my laptop it's working, and I'm using the university's internet. So sometime maybe there is an issue with your systems, computers. If you restart it and try it again, it will work, I guess.
Sir, I have restarted it, but it is not working.
So yeah, it may be because of the internet or your computer. Well, I'm using the same software. No, my system. It's one special. But you can just follow the steps next time. It's not a big deal, guys. Ben will send you the recording and you can do it next time. Okay. It's not working now. Maybe it's because of the internet or because of your computers. Okay. Because it is a huge software, so it requires good internet and a good system.
So how to interpret these figures?
Yeah, now the question is, somebody also asked the question before. So yeah, you need to have a theoretical framework. So it will all depend on your theoretical framework. How will you transpose this data into your report writing and your research? As I told you, data from nconc and sketch engine and Linexbox, it's of no use if you're not, let's say, explaining the data. What's the use of having a word list or keywords list? Sorry, I forgot to show you. You can also retrieve a keyword list from here. Yeah. So if you do not know a proper theoretical framework, okay, so then it's of no use if you have word lists or keyword lists or blah blah things. So I'll suggest you, there are certain research papers published on different topics. So it depends on your area of interest. If you're working on medical discourse, if you're interested in analyzing sentiments and tweets about political discourse analysis, you can also go with us versus them, ideological square, socio-cognitive model, 3D model. There are a lot of different theoretical frameworks that you can use. You have the data, you have a theoretical framework, for example, thematic analysis. So if you are using thematic analysis as your theoretical framework, and just even the words list or keywords list from the corpus linguistics software can help you to make themes out of that. Even for adjectives, you can use a Legion short model. If you have a list of adjectives, you can categorize all those adjectives in different other major categories, and you can have themes out of those. So if you click the keywords list here, now here you will see these are the keywords from my tweets. Okay, and you can see the TFIDF. It shows the frequencies. All those words that are dominant, those have some importance in the content and the text. You can see the value for each keyword here. So if the value for a keyword is 1, it means it's a highly valuable keyword. It's of great importance. And you can see down there, down the list, you will see down, decrease and the value of the keywords. That shows that if a keyword has a value of 1, that is more prominent in the text. It shows it is important in the text. Okay. So it shows the importance of the keyword. So the other softwares usually gives you keywords, just keywords list. Okay, there from the frequency per million and MI score can help you to understand that, okay, this keyword is prominent, it's important. But here you can see the value. If the value is 1, it means it's prominent, it's important in the text. Yes. Yeah, the NA mean. Okay, now these are the act, rate, and embedding. We do not need to do anything with this. Yeah, guys. So this is all from my presentation. I have my number there. If you have any issue, I have my email address. If you want, I can share it in the group. And my WhatsApp number is there. So if you have any issue, you can contact with me. If you have any idea for further collaboration, I'm ready to collaborate with you people. Yeah.
Can you share the link for your chapter also in the group?
Yeah, I will. I think the slides are already shared in the group or not? If not, then they will share the slides. There's the link.
Yes, I have shared the slides.
I think it was on second or third slide.
Yeah, in the slides you will find the link to my chapter, but you will have to buy it. So if you have influence, you can buy it. If you have money, then buy it. It won't benefit me at all. I'm not getting anything from the publisher.
So you will not share freely with us.
What?
You will not share freely with us.
Yeah, I do not have a free copy. I have the copy, the original copy with me, but I can't share it. It's against the ethics.
Sure.
I'm not gonna share.
Okay, sir. My question is that if I'm going to conduct along with the NCOM and other tools, if I'm going to conduct a CDA of some tweets by applying the 3D model, etc. So can I get the help of any tool? Or manually I need to conduct?
What?
Like you were telling about the 3D model of the law, etc. Like if I'm going to conduct the critical discourse analysis of the weights. So for this purpose,
Through Orange?
yes, if I'm going to connect through Orange, so how will I conduct it?
You will call it corpus assisted critical discourse analysis or corpus assisted sentiment analysis. Up to you.
I'm going through corpus assisted critical discourse
It will be KECLA. We'll call it KECLA. It's KECLA approach, and you can use data from the software and apply a critical discourse analysis approach. Okay. Look, this critical discourse, any approach, any theoretical framework helps you to look at it is a sort of lens. Okay, you have data, and now you will change it. If you apply a 3D model, or if you apply socio-cognitive model.
Models are already given there
Where?
in the tools.
No. You will do that manually. You will do that now. Come on. Yeah.
Can you tell the spellings of the tool which you're using?
Spelling of what?
That is corpus assisted critical discourse.
Yeah, it is an approach.
Can I use any software because there was a question in my personal.
Definitely. Then you will. The approach will be then corpus assisted critical discourse. It will be KECLA.
Approach of.
Yeah, that's corpus assisted critical. What is CDA critical discourse and simple quantitative data analysis? But if you want to make quantitative plus qualitative data analysis, it's corpus assisted critical discourse. Yeah, if you have any questions, ma'am, from the group, please. Do we have any questions from the group, from the online participants?
Yes, sir, I have.
Yes, please.
Thank you very much, sir. It's actually a very informative session, and you actually did the magic. I just want to ask that I am actually developing a corpus for medical students as like health professional. So as you told that PubMed is free here, so I can just borrow the text from here, borrow the corpus in here through the Orange and do the sentiment analysis as you instructed right now.
Okay, the PubMed will just give you an access to the already published literature on, let's say, in the medical field. If you want to create a course of questionnaires, for example, doctor's responses or patient responses, then you have to create questionnaires and distribute them, collect the data, and then when you have the open-ended questions or closed-ended question, transpose everything, transfer everything to the CSV format, and then you can apply it and then you can apply sentiment analysis. You are not going to apply tweet profiler because tweet profiler just it works on tweets. But if you want to do the sentiment analysis, you can do the sentiment analysis. It's not a big deal. But you will need the data in CSV format.
Right. So if I am going to conduct, I mean, I am going to having some open-ended questions and closed-ended question. How many numbers should it be? I mean, for my research to create a corpus, to build a corpus.
Look, it depends. In our current case, or I'll suggest you if you have one question, open-ended question for each participant. Okay.
Yes.
So you can then, it will be easy for you to, because if you have 5 questions, what will you do when you are going to transfer the data from the from the questionnaires to the CSV or to the Microsoft spreadsheet? But I'll suggest you, if you have one open-ended question, for example, what do you think about medical facilities in the Plana hospital, okay, or in Pakistan?
Right.
So I think this question is enough for the participants to to provide you every sort of emotion. Okay, so if you have one question and you put every question, let's say that question for every participant, and separate box in the Microsoft spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so you can, for example, if you have 100 questionnaires, you will have 100 box filled.
Yes.
Then you apply the sentiment.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
No problem.